God bless. It's another day. Well, it'll be Vlogmas day 2 for me. I know I started really late. At first I wasn't going to do it, which you'll insert here why I will insert here why I decided to do Vlogmas. Well, yeah, because I was like, I got too much to be grateful for. I was too blessed. Our whole family is blessed, you know, to have another opportunity with my mother, you know. And like I said before, it was a done deal with the devil. He was trying, he tried to make it believe it was a done deal, but you know. So I was like, hell no, I'm gonna do it. I may not be able to decorate the way I like and stuff like that because let's be real, I just moved. Yeah, that you know, Vlogmas thing I was trying to do is gonna have to wait till next year. But you know, it's been a rough year. It's been a rough year, but God is good. God is great. Hold on, guys. Hello.
Hello?
Yes. I can't hear nothing you just said, Ma. Alright, so yeah, like I was saying, you know, my job is never done. I'm always wanted for something. So that was my niece. I'm helping her fill some paperwork out. So anyways, you know, throughout this whole chaoticness, guys, I don't want to sound like, oh, you know, it's not a pity party. Hell no. Like, if you think it's a pity party, you got issues. It's more, and I'm just saying, hypothetically speaking, of people, because you know, people are just so cruel these days. Like, oh my God. But you know, it's just, and I'm really like my dad tells me every day, and like I always say before, you know, my dad and my mother are like inseparable, you know, and you know, God has blessed both of them. God has brought them through so much obstacles, trials, and tribulations together. And like my dad said, you know, even what I say about me and Raul, we shouldn't even be together this day, you know. But that's any relationship, really. You know, you have your trials and your trials and tribulations. You have, you know, your things. But it's like, you know, to see the attentiveness, the whole concern, the babying and all that, it was a different side of my dad, even though I've seen that before. But girl, my memory is like, oh my God. Okay. But it's just like, cause my mom had a triple bypass, which is her heart, you know. And there's a lot of things that goes on with my mama. And, you know, and the thing about it is she's a fighter, you know. And I always would say this, my mom is a fighter. One thing about her, she gonna fight. She gonna fight, and you know, well, of course, with God by her side, and God spare her life, baby, you know. And I wanted to go ahead and just bring uplifting spirits to those who may be going through a similar situation or have a loved one in the hospital. Never give up faith. Listen, when I tell you, and I'm just gonna tell you my side before we get into the rest of it, you know, because people, like in my family, I'm known to be like, oh, let mama do it, far as, you know, talking, handling things, because they swear I'm like, you know, iron. But I feel, and I understand why they do that, because some people just can't handle certain things well, and it's okay because they do good in other things. But with me, I'm more of the face, you know, and sometimes being the face is like we don't have time to like process everything, and we have to put up this exterior like it's gonna be all right, it's gonna be okay, don't worry about it, consoling others while you need to be consoled, you know. And thank God for and I'm not saying my brothers didn't or my dad didn't, hell no. Even my mom on her bed, you know, it was like she's trying to comfort us while we're trying to comfort her, you know. And it just goes to show you like how she really is. But we were just making sure she was okay. And far as me is concerned, you know, my husband definitely, you know, oh my God, he was crying along with me. Like, that's like his second mom. His sister, shout out to her, B, for being there for me every step of the way. For my friends who contacted me, for all the prayer warriors on my Facebook, on my Instagram, shout out to all you guys, because that really did touch me so much that I know the few that I have really rock with me, and you know, I appreciate it. Because like I said, being the one that has to be strong, and you know, I don't know any other way to be, you know, it was like I had to go excuse myself in the bathroom, looking at my mom and letting a tear roll down and turning this way for no one can see me, you know. And this is what I say, it's okay to let out emotions. Let it out. We're human. We feel. We're going to go through things, and we're going to sit there, and we can't be bionic to everything, a superhero to everything. We got to express ourselves. Hold on. I'm right now picking up my mom for her treatment, and I got to hurry up. I'm a little late. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. Let me call my mom. I'm trying to pull up for her so she can walk. Matt, you want me to pull up on the lawn or what we doing?
Yes, yeah. If you can bring it up, bring it up, baby.
All right, let me bring up the truck on the lawn.
All right, bye.
All right, bye. Okay, hold on, guys. Let me go on the lawn for my mom. Cause you know she does have I don't know if she's gonna allow me. I'll ask her right now if she allows me to express, but you know it's up to her really. Hold on. But yeah, you know I'm very grateful. Like, you know, even though we cry, and I said this before, we cry not because we're showing weak. No, it's because hello, we are freaking humans, and who's to say we can't cry? That's why I used to always hate the term, oh, real men don't cry. What are you talking about? To expect a man not to cry, you're crazy. You're delulu. You're delulu. You know, and in this moment, you know, it's not a sign of weakness. It's, you know, it hurts us. The hell? Hold on, guys. Oh, my battery dying too. Hold on. You gotta heavy up. Yeah, right. Try to be.
Oh, well.
Try to be.
Oh, your suitcase.
Oh, my suitcase. Right.
I brought the kid and said,
No,
I'm just saying because I can take a pause when I walk.
Got it?
Yeah. Man, you flew up here, man. I got stuck.
All right, Mom. Okay. All right.
Okay.
I thought it was swollen, man. Yeah, so you so pretty. You guys see the vlog?
When you was talking, you was like this. Maybe all you see is
bling, bling. I think it got VVS's in there or something.
What happened?
VVS's.
What's that?
It's those type of diamonds that just sparkle, honey. Oh, that's that lady. Oh, yeah. Okay.
Oh, that's the daughter. The daughter?
So did you what? Oh, let me go.
Man, I have this one.
No,
it's
okay.
I come back home.
Peanut, right? Let me see. Hold on. Do you want to say anything to the people who wished you well? I didn't go into no details.
No. I'm more than thankful.
Yeah, a lot of people wrote today on my other vlog.
I'm more than thankful. I thank God for them. You know, I was treated so beautifully.
You
know
was.
What I'm saying? Everybody was caring and loving and supportive and.
Alright, so let's go. Alright, guys. It is 4:23 and I am out of my mom's meeting for her first treatment of dialysis. Yes. Whoa is right. Whoa. You know, you gotta really, really thank God every day what we take for granted. You know, all this took me like, whew. You know, I took notes and I did all that. I have all this paperwork to file for my mom. And it's safe to say I'm okay. My mom's okay with me explaining everything what was going on to the best of my ability. But it's so much, guys, that I'm gonna do it when I get home. But because it's gonna get dark out right now. Oh my God, my light. There's a great way to drain my battery. But God is good. My mom, oh, God is good. God is amazing. God is really good. Like, you know, I also had to hold in some tears because it was like a lot. You know, a lot going on where, all because, you know, into all that, short and sweet and simple, guys. And then this might be a long video, but I think it's a testimony. And this is why I say, if you don't feel comfortable with your doctor, you feel like a doctor is acting dry, this is a good time to say, I'm running. you know, and unfortunately, sometimes when we give our trust into a physician, that we trust that they're doing their best, sometimes we need to go with our gut feeling and say, I don't think you really have my best interest at heart. And honey, when I always say this, I will switch doctors in a heartbeat. You hear me? But God is good, baby. God is good. We're gonna talk about, you know, my mom was, it was basically when she went into the ER, it was kidney failure, due to so many reasons that could have been prevented. But you know what? The devil tried to claim my mama, but you know, my mama came with the punch. God came with the 1-2, and we're gonna knock him out. That's it. We're gonna do what we're gonna do, baby. So we're gonna go, and I'm gonna go to get some soup and some dinner, and we're gonna go home, and we're gonna talk about it. Yes, we're gonna talk about everything that went on, the paperwork, all that stuff. Okay, so you know, it's hard to see my mama just sit in that chair. They gave me a thing, and I'm gonna hook her up. We're gonna make her a bag, and you know, make sure she's comfortable. She's gonna be there till 8. So I'm actually gonna give my dad a phone call, and then I call you guys back when we hit the Costco's. Let's go, friends. Okay, so I know it's kind of dark, but my husband's also sick. He's like, oh my god, totally not feeling well. It just happened again. It's the weather change, so because my man will go outside in this degree. Right now it's 38. He going outside with a hoodie. So right now I'm gonna go to Costco's, get him the bowl of chicken noodle soup. I don't know. Oh no, he don't want that. He want them tacos. Anyways, guys, let's keep our spirits up. You know, God. That's why my intro. One of y'all, Pam. Yeah. Yes, my intro. That's why I had like the angel and the church. Cause baby, listen, the devil thought he had my mama. No boo boo. You don't got her. No boo boo. So, you know, we speak life over my mom. Like they said, it's an acute kidney injury. All right, and I'll explain all that the best way I can. And you know, we were even talking about transplant, baby. I was the one saying I'll give my mama my kidney, and then when the lady said, "Oh wait, you have AKI," she said, "Oh no, we're not gonna go ahead and talk about that right now." I said, "Oh, thank you, Jesus. That's nothing but what's that called? Revelation, baby. You know, prophecy, right?" But anyways, I'm gonna go right now get my mom syringes, and then head over to Costco's because she needs her syringes, and you know, that's it, baby. We got this. God got this. I got that tatted on my... See, it's funny how I got that tatted on my neck. And I was so adamant. Because when I seen it on the late Nipsey Hussle, I was like, wow, I really like that. And his was so much different than mine. Like, his was like real bulky. But I got mine on my neck. God got me. Because I always say that God got me. Who could be against me when God got me? You know? So always remember, God got you. When the storm look like you can't make it through, remember, God got you. When you think you know that you're sick and Google's telling you dying, Lord forbid, or the doctor's saying you ain't got much to live, God said, God got me, boo. God got me. You don't dictate to me how long I live. God tells me when I'm ready to go. You know what I mean? God, keep it up. Keep it up. The devil wants everybody to be in a disarray and chaos, and you know, like I said, we cry. Yes, we do cry. We do feel that pain. But always remember, you know, even for a second there, sometimes you could get so mad and say, you know, why God? Why my mother? Why my family? Why this? Why that? But you know what I'm saying? It's like you can't let that get to you. You can't say, why, God, why? God knows what he's doing. Even though it sounds crazy to some, God knows what he's doing. God got you. Keep being disciplined. Keep going in your prayer room. Drop to them knees. Like my father said, get in that prayer circle. Not just when things are not going right. For everything. When, you know, things are going good. Not when things are just going... Anyway, my mouth is everywhere now. All right, guys, let's go. All right, I'm going to go to CVS, and then we're going to go to Costco's, and then we're going to talk about this. All right, so I'm pretty undecisive what I want. Hold on. My stomach hurts. I really don't know. No. Chicken milk. Look at this. My trunk been open this whole time. This entire time it's been open. Thank God no one stole anything on my truck because, honey, I got my camera in here. Literally right here. And I have my purse. Okay, Costco's. Because, honey. Alright, I'm gonna go get some ginger ale. I forgot my mom needed cranberry juice, so I'm gonna get that for her. Then we're gonna go home and then we're gonna talk. Okay? My neck hurts so bad. So bad. Alright, I'm home finally. But I'm in my daughter's room real quick because my husband is like sleeping. I came home and yeah. But it was snowing earlier. But anyways, I'm sorry for the light. I'm trying to fix it some way, somehow. I don't look too bright. Let me see. Oh, hold on. I don't know how that works, but okay, whatever. I have like a little SD card. So, anyways, guys, so like I said, as promised, I'll go ahead and tell you what happened with my mother. So, and long story short is this. Okay, so what happened with my mother was like before Thanksgiving, she was feeling really faint and all that. And like I said earlier in the video, no, last video, that I asked to call the ambulance. My mom told me no. I asked the cashier because she was literally about to go down. Like literally. I even had my pregnant niece and my daughter staying behind my mom. And then I grabbed a hold of my mother because I was at the register to go pay. So it's not like my mom to do that at all. But what happened was where I felt I failed. And I'm not going to beat myself up either. And, you know, I'm not saying it was my fault. Where I should have just not listened to my mom and bring her into the ER. Because, first of all, her doctor, that I'm going to be really nice about right now. okay? And I'm only being nice because of my mom may see this. But honestly, this is why I say pay attention to your doctor, because he didn't give two craps. This, I guess, this has been going on with my mom. My mom had a physical in October, and I remember they did her lab works, and she went in there actually complaining about her toe too, her uric acid of her toe, which they thought it was gout, or a fraction of her toe. It was black and blue, and it showed up nothing. So anyways, we never got a call. This is what I say about your lab works. Always be on top of the doctors, because even like me, I'm in my chart, I check up on it, and then my doctor will write a note like, okay, Sharice, I'm low on potassium. So Sharice, are you taking potassium pills every day? And I do. So maybe I need double the dose or whatever they needed to do to adjust it. That's how we communicate. Either she'll call me or my chart. Well, with my mother, she was just like, hey, I haven't heard from the doctor, so let me just go ahead and check up on my chart and see what's going on. Well, we did our best. We're not medical doctors. We don't know the terms, but we Google. So Google be telling us a whole different thing, and we're like, huh? So long story short, you know, we're like, well, okay, if it was something concerning, they will call. And they already called my mom about her toe, the ultrasound, x-ray, about a fracture, that it was nothing there. She's fine. Take Tylenol for pain, blah, 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 blah. Okay. FYI, I do, again, I am my mom and dad's advocate. I sit there and I do things for them. I'm more outspoken. I'm more to the punch. I'm more to make sure, I'm quick to make sure everything's okay, and try to understand. Not trying to think I'm a doctor, no, but try to understand I can know how to help them when they get home. A little backstory to my mother. She has thyroid. She had it removed completely, so she takes medication for that. She also had a triple bypass of her heart, where 3 of her clogged arteries, and she had 3 clogged arteries, and then they had to take veins from her inner thigh in replace of the clogged arteries. That alone right there, my daughter was 2 months old when this happened in 2011. Running for a routine, but that doctor was good though. Like, they kept on my mom, so we knew what was going on. We didn't know to extent, because she went for a stress test, I believe, a catheter, something. I'm sorry, I don't remember exactly, but maybe in a later date I'll go ahead and correct that, because right now it's really late. It's 11 at night. I'm not gonna bother my mom. She just came back from her treatment like around 8:30. So anyways, so you know, they reacted to that right away. Okay, boom. And that alone was a freaking scary ordeal. I just had a baby. I'm running around. My husband, again, is being a great help. You know, I'm trying to console my mom. I mean, yeah, my mom, my dad, my brothers. And again, you know, they look at me as, well, mama can handle it. And so here I am with my poker face. And I'm like, okay, I got this. My husband's helping me cook. We got a newborn baby. We got 3 other kids at the house. We got my niece, Nevaeh. Whoa. So anyways, that passed. Thank you, Jesus. She has been healthy ever since. A clean bill of health with her cardiologist. She's always been on top of that ever since. Then my mom has a double knee replacement. That was in 2004 though. So that, you know, she is overdue for that, but she was waiting for me to move. She was waiting for me to move to go ahead and assess that as well, along with my aunt also needs one. You get what's going on here? You get what's going on? So we had that. So 2004, my mom had a double knee replacement. And then, I don't know how old I was when she had the thigh remover. I was really small. I know that. And maybe in the 90s. And then she had a hysterectomy as well, on top of everything. So my mom has all of this going on, okay? All right, so she's been going to her doctors. We've been really good about that, blah, 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 blah. Okay, so my mom had really great doctors in the past. I mean, really great too. I actually changed to one of her doctors, but he actually retired. I was just so mad. He was really good. And I know of the history of the years of going to doctors that, you know, they will, if they see anything concerning, they will alarm you about it. Honey, this all could have been prevented, I feel. My mom's, the reason why she was on Ozempic, because, hey, she's seen the weight loss in my dad, and I seen the weight loss in my dad. I was like, hey, dude, I'm having a hard time after my hysterectomy. I'm gonna ask my doctor if I'm a good candidate, because I have high blood pressure, high cholesterol, and I've really always been anal ever since my first weight loss to be healthy, a healthier me, you know. So I did that. Then we thought about my mother. Mom, why don't you try? You know, we consulted with the doctor. Okay, hold on. I'm getting ahead of myself. There's a whole lot going on. Trying to get everything in one for you. So, where did I leave off at? Okay, so when we asked about the Ozempic, you know, basically, I had to do lab works. Okay, I had to do lab works, and my doctor was not opposed to it because she seen the struggle I was having. And actually, my OBGYN put me on. I did lab works for him. Then he said you have to continue with your primary. Did that with my primary. They kept doing lab works on me and kept me informed. Okay, now my mother sort of had the same ordeal, being that she has different health. Even though she's healed and it's all controlled, issues, diabetes, the thyroid, the what else? Because she has to take over the counter, not over the counter. She has to take prescribed medications for that because she can't produce it on her own. Then high blood pressure, high cholesterol. You know what I mean? So now, we never known about this before. It wasn't an issue prior to Ozempic and the other medication my mom was on, like metformin, amlodipine, and diuretics. Okay, now my mom has been taking all these meds for years, except for Ozempic. Scratch that. And maybe give and take some items I'm not mentioning. Okay, so on Ozempic, you have to be monitored, right? Now, my mom has been, she blames me, heavy set after she had me. Okay, girls will do it to you, I tell you. Look at me and my daughter. Oh my God, my daughter's made me eat. But anyways, long story short, you're supposed to be monitored. That's where they advise you to continue and have close connection with your doctor. Lab works for kidneys, pancreas, your A1C if you're diabetic, which my mom A1C was beautiful on Ozempic. Hold on, let me take this, clear my storage, hold on. So my mom's A1C was beautiful on Ozempic. I mean, it was so good. Like, I think it's like a 5, I think, right now. But this is why I don't want to scare anyone. You know, I'm not a doctor. This is not a proven fact about Ozempic. This is not why this happened. What happened was, as my mother, she lost a great deal of weight. Okay, as my mother was losing this weight, now mind you, she was on all these high blood pressure meds, diuretics, and all that because she was more heavier, trying to control the diabetes, trying to control the high blood pressure, trying to control, you know what I mean? Okay, so as she was getting better, some of these medications she had to pull from. 19 medications my mom was on. Just put it there. So 19 in total she was on, right? So as my mother lost weight, the doctor's job is to make sure, now as even for me, I'm a witness, where the doctor has to make sure, okay, what is it that you no longer need? What has improved? What is it that we have to tweak? What is it that you may need a little bit more of? I don't know, but we're gonna have to look at your lab works. My mom didn't get that. No. Now again, now let's fast forward to October of this year. Now my mom always complained ever since being on Ozempic, dizziness, not hungry, because that's what it does. And I could be a witness, I could get dizzy if I don't eat. You know, if I don't eat enough, or I'll buy my protein shakes, or you want to drink this because of your electrolytes. This is like really important on Ozempic. You're going to want to drink water. I mean, yeah, sure, you can have your carbonated drinks. Seltzer water is not one of them, honey. Very, very vital when you have that type of medication, because you're not eating, you're not doing any of that. Which I encourage that you do eat. I don't care if you put a cracker, try to eat something, please, because the dizzy spells are real. Okay, I had to learn that the hard way too, because I'll get up and I'll be real dizzy. So I had to learn, Cherise, eat enough. Okay, and that's what I'm saying. Ozempic, it may not be for some people, you know, but let the doctor know all your symptoms. Now again, like I said about my mother, she's the one to say, I'm gonna take it and I'm not gonna say nothing. I don't like that. I need to know, and I tend to grill my parents or my brothers if they're not feeling well, or even my spouse, my children. Be honest with me. That's the only way I can try to get you help. All the warning signs far as what had happened were there, but we chalked it up to Ozempic, being that therefore we didn't know what was brewing in my mother's system. Okay, let me take some water for this, because girl, friend, sis, homie, let me tell you, I could have went off. I mean, I think pretty much the whole family felt this way, as far as my immediate family anyway. Oh, my mind's everywhere. I'm sorry, guys. So after October, we didn't think nothing of it, right? So fast forward to Thanksgiving. Now before this, my mom has been fine. I do notice a lot my mom was complaining of dizzy spells. Again, I can attest to that. I'm on Ozempic. Well, no longer, but at that time I was. Okay, now we're going to when we went shopping that you've seen the video of, and I'll insert a picture of where. Oh my god, my battery's dying. So now when we went out, okay, my mom, and I picked her up, like I said in the other video, if you haven't seen it, I'll just say it now again. Basically, she was dizzy, she was nauseous. I can kind of tell she was trying to pump herself up, but again, I thought it was normal. When my mom was tired, she pumps herself up to go out. And my mom's a night owl. She stays up all night, you know, and she likes to do beading. So therefore, I didn't think nothing of it. Really didn't. Even though I had given her some Zofran for the nausea. I'm not saying it's okay to, you know, share meds. It's not a med. It's literally a dissolvent. Hold on. Let me see if I could get this out more. Okay. So, oh my god. So I was like, okay, we parked. I'm trying to remember everything, guys. I'm sorry, my brain has been everywhere. Okay, so we park at ShopRite. We go. She's trying to prop herself up. She's like, "Ma, I'm still nauseous." I said, "Ma, do you want 2 more?" I usually take, the doctor would tell me if you don't feel good after 1 or 2, take another 2 more, but just give it some space. So I gave my mom 2 more. It's a dissolvent that goes underneath your tongue. But you can drink it with water, but underneath your tongue dissolves in your bloodstream better. It's for nausea. But anyways, okay. We go inside, we get to shopping. Y'all seen that. You know, I separate from my mom with my niece, and I go with my daughter, and we go do our own thing. And then my niece comes running up to me that my mom feels dizzy. She's not feeling well. Okay, well, let's abort mission and let's go. Okay, and if anything, I think it was 2 days before Thanksgiving. Okay, so long story short, honey, I will go pay even before I go pay, my mom leaning on the carriage like this. I said, "Ma, you okay?" I mean, I have people even looking at her. I was like, "Ma, you okay?" And I'm telling her, "Go sit down, Ma, I got it." I empty out her cart, I empty out my cart when it's time to pay, to get the cash, for her portion. She comes walking over, and I noticed as she's trying to get the cash out, she has involuntary hand movements, jerking, and she looks, she's about to pass out. I immediately asked the cashier to call the ambulance. Okay, that's not like my mom. That is not like my mom whatsoever. So I'm like, what the hell is going on? I said, "Mom, what's going on? Want to go to ambulance?" That's my mistake. I should have never said you want to go to ambulance. No, we're going. But you live and you learn, okay? So even poor young lady cashier was just so shooken up, and the lady behind in line, she was really nice. But I said, "Can I have like a wheelchair or something?" Who asked for a wheelchair inside a supermarket? But I was at panic mode. I never seen my mom like this. Okay, so she didn't understand what was going on, like a bit of confusion, but still a little bit. She was more alert, you know. But then she sat down on the bench. I was paying for her stuff. Immediately, I must say, the shop right here was amazing with my mom, especially the manager. He came right away, helped out. He said, "Hey, is everything okay?" He got her wheelie cart and helped us. He even drove my mom outside. Like, my mom was sitting down, he was driving it out because she didn't know how to work it. Now, my mom's not the one to ask for help. My mom's not the one to look weak. My mom is a tough cookie. When I mean she's old school Puerto Rican, she's old school Puerto Rican tough cookie. And that's why I'm very, with my mom, I'm very protective. Even with my dad, where they both like to hold a lot in. I'm not stupid. I can see it in your face, you know. But sometimes I know where I could be a bit overboard and be like, "No, you're going in," and be like, "No, chill, I got it." Okay. So anyways, long story short, boom, we left. I called my father, made him aware of it. He leaves work immediately. We go home. She rests. My dad makes an appointment with a virtual appointment with her primary care. And this is where it begins. Okay, without making the video any longer, basically, I think it was the next day or the day of. I don't know if it was the first day, that same day. No, I don't think so. It was the next day. I think it was the next day. To me, I'm not quite, either the next day of the day or the same day. She had a virtual visit. Mind you, my blood pressure is going low. We don't know why. Okay, we thought maybe she's not eating, so let's give her sugar, let's give her a meal, give her some fries, something, you know. And it's still pretty low, like really low, dangerously low, blood pressure. So we go home and they have, I believe it was that day, I want to say it was that day, she had the virtual visit. He said they had a virtual visit, basically said for one of her meds, amlodipine was making her blood sugar low. Now mind you, my mom was on I think 3 to 2 different type of high blood pressure meds. But oh yeah, it's your other blood pressure med. Oh yeah, it's making it low. Stop making it low. Stop it. Amlodipine. Stay off of that. Rest. It'll go away in a couple days. Okay. So again, you know, we're not doctors. We're gonna trust what he says, right? Okay, no problem. So we waited a day or two. Nothing. Her blood pressure is still low. She's still dizzy every time she gets out of bed. That's not normal at all. Okay, now we're getting concerned. Now I'm researching it because I love to research. One thing is you can stay off of Google, right? They tell you, but how can you stay off of Google if this is going on, right? So now my mother's stating she's not urinating. You're not urinating? That's not good. For going on 3 days. Okay, now we have a serious issue now. So as my sister-in-law works with you know, mentally challenged and disabled adults in the group homes, you know, so she knows about this stuff too. So I asked her and she said, oh, that's not good. She needs to be in the emergency room like right now. I don't really remember everything because, like, as far as dates wise, because it was a lot going on. So anyways, I told my mom, no, I don't want to hear it. You're going to go in. She was not trying to go in. Oh, I'm okay. No, you're not. You're not. No, you're not. So long story short, we go in. My dad went in with her. He been with her all night until like the next day, which was the next day. She got a room. She was checked in. After being in there all night, she's still having urinated, dizzy, like a really bad headache. Couldn't even barely open her eyes. Long story short, my mom was going into kidney failure. Yes, kidney failure. And how did we miss that? How did we, like, where was the lab works that tell us this, right? How did we miss this between physicals and doing labs? How did the doctor not even tell us her numbers were going up? So my mom's really ill, really, really ill. Literally, the devil literally wanted my mom, literally, like, to proclaim her life. Just take her life. And that's what they were pretty much telling us, basically. So we all frantic, scared and all, and trying to get her comforted because her back was hurting, vomiting. I mean, every little thing made my mom vomit. Water, couldn't tolerate it. I didn't like how she looked when I walked in there the next morning. I walked in there like around 7 in the morning. And I could tell my dad has been in distress, of course. And my dad's not the one to show feelings, but I know my dad, and I know, okay, I need to be by his side because I know my dad. And I went in, I didn't like the color of my mother. She was really gray. I'm not gonna show my emotions, so I turned for her not to see, but while comforting her and my dad. And my dad very much trying to keep everything positive, prayer and all that. But I know he was hurting. Who would it hurt, right? I was hurting. The hell, like what? So, I mean, it went so fast, guys. Like, what the hell? Like, how did this happen? And immediately we thought, okay, Ozempic did it. This had to be Ozempic, right? Again, please don't quote me on this. This is not a factor of what jump started this. Could it have played a factor? Yes, very well could have been. So now we're like, it just happened literally overnight. Literally, like, she was good before, playing around, joking right before Thanksgiving. So anyways, I forgot where I left off. Kids coming in the room. So anyways, oh yeah, so the levels. Okay, here we go. So all her levels, they took lab work immediately. They did everything. Lab works, they even took her the little bit of urine. I mean, when I say a little bit of urine, I mean a drop of urine. They maybe had this much to work with to get a urine sample to make sure it wasn't a UTI. Okay. I was hoping and praying, Lord forbid. I didn't want it to be any kidney failure. No, I was just hoping maybe it's a really bad UTI and then what the hell. Okay. So long story short, she wasn't getting no better, just vomiting. Then all of a sudden, while all those tests are being run, they took blood work and everything. Oh my God. They come back and they said that her potassium level was sky high. Her creatine, I can't even say that word. Creatine? How do you say it, Nevaeh? Creatine. I'll put it here. Was high. So, yeah.
With the uric acid for a second.
No. So that all right there is not good. So people came in. I mean, I'm fast forwarding a little bit, but they all came in, rushed in, gave her a calcium, potassium, insulin, you name it, she had it. And then took about 5 nurses to get
a lot, actually, yeah.
To get her blood going, her IV, everything. So she wasn't even feeling that. She was just there. So, and then I can never say his name, but the kidney doctor came in. Well, it was a young doctor, and then I think my dad at that time didn't, well, I fast forward a little bit faster than I was supposed to, but just to understand everything. Before that all happened, the doctor came in, and a younger doctor came in and said she's in kidney failure, and oh my God, my dad was like, oh hell no. You know, and in my head I'm like, oh hell no. And of course we were going to rebuke it and, you know, claim life over my mom. But that broke my dad down too, you know, of course. He's been with my mom since 17. That's his wifey. That's his everything. You know, and that's our mother. You know, my kid's grandmother. And she's going to be a great-grandmother. No, she can't go nowhere. You know what I mean? No, we can't have that. So, and pretty much my mom said the same thing when she got well. So, basically, we were waiting for once everything was said and done, far as, you know, the doctor was even stunned, like, dude, what's going on here? Nobody checked her? Like, far as doctor-wise. Why haven't they checked her? Like, do you not know her levels were going up since October? No. We did not know that. Nobody can close that door a little bit? We did not know that at all. This is what I say. Pay attention. If you feel, go with that gut feeling, I don't know if this doctor's really here for me. Yeah. Okay. Pay attention to signs. I mean, I'm not talking about if they're, you know how you say it, recommending is not good for your health and you're just mad about it because you want to take. No. I'm talking about like legit not telling you nothing. Okay. Now, okay. All that, I'm gonna fast forward a little bit more because it's really long. But all that, you know, all this tragic time, it's like so tragic. My niece is crying, my dad is crying, my brothers is crying. I'm crying in the bathroom unbeknownst to them, and then coming out, and I'm pretty sure they could tell, I mean. But, you know, and then my husband's crying, my kids, it's a madhouse, you know. And then, you know, my mom's trying her best, you know, and I see it, you know, and then, anyway, she's trying. So then we wait for the kidney doctor to come down now, because now, you know, we got to get these levels down. So that's when they did the whole potassium and creatine levels. Remember I told you? Okay. And then they gave her all those solutions. All right. Now the treatment was when I can never say his name, I'll insert it here. Not his name, but the name of the doctor, as far as what type of doctor. The kidney doctor is what I call him. He was very concerned, yes. But he said she actually has acute kidney injury. If it was not too long, then I'll make another video like just explaining everything. about what I'm in the hospital for and all that. Okay, just to give you guys the raw emotions of everything. And to say, listen, pay attention, you know, even for yourself. The kidney doctor came down and, I'm sorry if I'm everywhere. And he said, you know, even the other doctor though, when he seen her meds, her list, he was like, why is she on so many freaking meds? But, he was like, since she was on Ozempic and she lost so much weight, she should have been pulled off a lot of meds. Because remember, now we're not trying to control something that's not out of control anymore. So why is she still on all these meds? Not saying she may not be on meds, on any of them, but why on so many? Which were metformin, which I heard is terrible. Just like any other med, it will, even over-the-counter meds, your kidneys, right? But when you're taking it, and you're taking it, and you're taking it, and mind you, my mom been taking it for many years, but now that you lost that weight and things are under control, why we start taking it, it's going to take a damage on your kidneys. So therefore, that's where I said, where I left off was acute kidney injury. Basically, my mom's kidney took a punishment. Took a big punishment to the point where she was only functioning at 2%. 2%. What is that? What is that? So now we're like, okay, when we think of kidney failure, we think of either get a kidney replacement, which is a transplant, or dialysis, right? Okay, both life-changing, both drastic life-changing from someone that you know that laughs, giggles, and still she was doing that once she was starting to get better with the medication. Like they'll give her some pain med because she was in pain, and she'll sometimes will have her bouts of feeling better, and then she'll go right back to feeling blah, you know. So my brother and I was in the room, and my niece and my other brother and my dad went out because they had to do something real quick. And then, you know, trying to keep my dad in the loop, communication was real that day, all those days, even up until she left. So you know, the kidney doctor was just appalled at why so much, why so much diuretic. Oh, not to mention my mom was severely dehydrated of the amount of diuretics she was on, that she should have been pulled off at least a couple. So yeah, it makes sense. Not only that, she was malnourished because now you're not eating as much. So had my mom stayed home another day without me yelling at my mom, or my dad not really getting her up, and my brother not putting his foot down either, and thank God for Marlene for enlightening us about how, to be honest, I don't know nothing about the kidneys, as far as, you know, yes, we need that, it flushes everything out, but how the severity, but thank God for my sister-in-law for telling me, get her up, she gotta go. And again, my mom didn't tell me, or my dad, because I'm afraid of worrying. Honey, this is your health. And I get it. I know, I get it. You don't want to worry the family. Holidays are coming up. But no, it's imperative. This is why I say health is wealth. Listen, you know, when it comes to the emergency room or doctors, even with my kids or even my niece, I force them. You're going to stay. It is what it is. Even my husband, like I said, he's hard-headed as heck. Just like my mom. Long story short, guys. What happened with my mother is called acute kidney injury. Her kidneys took a beating from all those meds that she was supposed to be pulled off of, some of them. And could Ozempic had done a number 2? Maybe. Yeah, I believe so. Is it concrete? No, but it's suggested in there because you already have a kidney that in October it said your levels were at such and such rate, and then now it's like, you're putting that on me? We won't know these things unless the doctor tells us. I'm not licensed as a doctor, because honey, if I was, it'll be different with myself and everyone else. But it's the fact that we're trusting in you. You're getting paid for my health. I rely on you to be completely honest with me about what's going on. Where did he, how you say it? Where, how? That's how all the doctors were appalled. How? Okay. Now, my mom's completely admitted. She's been in hospital for 2 weeks now, right, guys?
2 weeks.
2 weeks. Now she's admitted. Now we take, I mean, it's put it this way, it's been a roller coaster up and down, if you know what I mean. From the levels going up and then going down, going back up, to taking those treatments again, as far as potassium and getting the creatine level down, and you know, having my mom urinate more. And she was so excited in the ER, guys, when she actually went to vomit and then she actually had to urinate. That was exciting for her, because that shows her kidney is still functioning. Okay, now something simple to us that is, oh, you just peed, we take for granted, right? Do you know how bad it is if you don't pee? All the toxins, impurities that can make you septic, that can totally turn your whole life around. So this was like a life lesson for everyone here, you know. And throughout the whole stay, my mom, she gotten better. She was tolerating now food. They put a catheter in her for she can urinate. Well, they had to do it because they had did ultrasounds to see if there was anything in her bladder. She was not producing that much urine, let's be honest. She really wasn't. But as time went by, many prayers, I even asked you guys for prayers. I went on my Facebook, on my Instagram. Even at that time, it was like, I was a mess. I was a mess. So, you know, I had to call you guys for prayers. Or we pray. Oh, it was, my dad had his prayer shawl, which is the Jewish shawl, anointing oil. I mean, just back and forth, running around, make sure my dad's good, make sure my mom is good, for my dad could go back to work. And then, you know, it was a lot, but we got through it by the grace of God. Absolutely. So now, leading up to her discharge, my mom has been producing major amounts of urine, thank God, even to this day right now. And that was a big concern for her, to drink a lot of water to show that the kidneys are functioning and flushing all those out. Yes, my mom is right now temporary on dialysis. Now people, even me, when I heard dialysis, even for my dad, it's like, what? You know, it was like, what? But, you know, we know God has already won the battle with my mom, have turned her around. And if this is what we need to do right now, this is what we need to do. The doctors, like they told my mom, were very optimistic. And I must say, and after this, I'll say this, because I like to jump around. The doctors are very optimistic everything will turn around for my mom, because they do see urine function. They see that it's going around. Now my mom's tolerating food, everything. So they started dialysis on my mom, where now she has it on her chest. Okay, which that was a whirlwind in itself, because the thing kept popping open and bleeding. But she made it through, thank God. And whatchamacallit, she did her dialysis there. She did it well. She tolerated it well. And all this is new to us. All this is new to us. I must say, the staff that my mom was in, the hospital my mom was in, was amazing. The doctors were amazing. I mean, we couldn't ask for a better staff, to be honest. Really couldn't. They were very, they worked with us. They were really nice. You know, the student nurses came in. They all came back up to see my mom. And one of mom's birthday was on the weekend. I think it was a pregnant lady. She said, my wish is for you to get better. You're going to get better. And that was really nice. A couple of them came up, like the students. They all came up to my mom, gave her a hug. One started crying. They all really gravitated towards my mom. And that's what I like in the medical field. You know, that shows compassion and shows that you have empathy, like you care, you know. And everyone's famous question is, why didn't your doctor take you off? Now, again, amlodipine, metformin, and her other meds, you know, they do a number on, just like anything, did a number on her kidneys. But before then, my mom, we never heard any mention of my mom levels. We always had her lab work discussed with us. I'm my mom's emergency contact along with my father, so we never heard of anything. So it was like, what do we say? Is it Ozempic? No, I think it was just a whole cocktail of things. So with that being said, as of today, which now is pretty late, at December 6th, my mom started her first treatment of dialysis. It's a big thing for us. And this is where I say you take things for granted, where, you know, little things. You know, I have seen people walk in there that look pure gray today. It opened up my eyes and made me appreciate life way more, you know. And also my loved ones, you know, where you're, you know, look what happened, literally overnight, you know. And you sometimes think you have it bad and you don't. You got people who are on dialysis for forever. And my mom, you know, God spared her, you know, and say, no, we're gonna come through this. And right now, you know, it's just temporary. 6 or 7 weeks my mom have to do dialysis. And how I feel about it is we do what we gotta do, you know. They were really nice in there. I never been to a dialysis facility. Very nice with my mom. I met them. Very upfront. I'm doing my mom's binder, and these are her paperwork, which I'm not going to flip around. But since my dad, of course, left me in charge of everything. Where's my binder? Oh, right there next to Serena. Ma, can you give me that? You know, my dad works a lot. My dad is a major part of his job. And then right now, I was planning on going back to work, but I can't right now. Actually, when I moved, I was going to go back to work. But this happened overnight. I can't do it right now. I'm a stay-at-home mom as of right now, ever since what happened to my mother. Because I was about to go to work right before this happened, honey. My job already called me. And then my niece. So, as a family unit, we have to be one-on-one with each other, kind of like a big huddle here, you know. Yes, it's going to be days that we're tired, exhausted. I feel it already, you know. And I've been nonstop ever since October, right, Nevaeh, basically, prior to this even happening. So I look at it like this is, yes, it's going to be tough. It's going to be tiring, it's going to be exhausting, it's going to be a lot of back and forth, a lot of days where, you know, her dialysis is going to last her to almost 8 o'clock at night, you know, and that's a big turnaround for my mom. And I got to be strong for her. Everyone here, we got to be on the same page. We got to move in the same rotation. We have to be on the same pace, you know, and also be encouraged for my mother. There's going to be times where my mom is going to feel exhausted. They tell me all the side effects, you know, and I have to be on her. I have to make sure she eats. All this. So, what I did today was, I'm a very organized person. Where I try to be is I'm in charge of, you know, my mom's paperwork, far as, how can I put it, like making sure her meals and medications and all that. Now, when I did go to dialysis with my mom today, we, like I said, sat at the conference table and she told us everything. At first, you know, she went through everything, then we heard about kidney transplant. Okay, I didn't know this, but I vowed to be my mom's donor. A kidney transplant for her kidneys. If we're a match, I said I would like to be my mom's donor. And I was ready for it, honey. What do I need to change? What do I need to do to get myself ready to be her donor? But she looked at my mom's paperwork and she said, wait a minute, you're an acute kidney injury. So basically, this is like a kickstart for my mom, the dialysis, because there are some function in her, you know? So, therefore, we don't need to worry about that right now. So we toss it to the side. But, hopefully, we'll never get to that. And we know God's going to do it. And we're going to keep praying that this is temporary. Like my dad says, this is temporary. 6 or 7 weeks. Temporary to kickstart her. She's already showing good signs. More urination, more lively, more being her. Oh, she's still, now she's back to her old self, honey. Yeah, she bullying, she cracking jokes, she's doing all that, all right? She back to herself again. So, but in reality, is she really truly? No, in that sense where, you know, she's gonna feel physically exhausted, but God got her. Like she always tells me, even in her bed, she told me, you know, when she was in her critical stages, why did you get that tattoo? And I will not get emotional, but why did you get that tattoo on your neck? I said, because God got us and me. She was like, so God got me, right? I was like, okay, yeah, you're right. So kind of like slapped me in my face, like, girl, wake up and get it together. So was it a tough ordeal? Hell yeah. It was so, it was not, and the devil tried to take her, like we said, the devil did. It did. Like, y'all see, I didn't vlog. I vlogged the much as I can. I think I made this video a little too long because I had to stop and clear storage. So I'm gonna end it here with this last bit. Okay, basically, overall, with the dialysis going on, They told us the risk factors, you know how all that jits and jazz go. But we believe in God. We believe, you know, God already did his thing. Her kidneys is going to be functioning back to where it was. Because she does have, I'm sorry, I'm trying to adjust this. She does have some function in her kidneys where it could be overturned. So I love how the facility came and talked to us and give us full range of any conversation that we had any questions, any of that. And they also let me tour it with my mother, even though it was very sad to see my mama in that chair and I couldn't stay. But I get it, privacy, well, not so much privacy, it's more of, you know, illnesses and their, you know, immune system and you know, COVID, you know, that thing. So my daddy, you know, like I said, he relies on me a lot, which is fine with me. But I have to prioritize, meaning I have to really get on a schedule. Cause you see my face? Yeah, I look exhausted. So, but this is what happens, right? It's life. When life throws you lemons, we gotta just take it and do what we can with it. So I went to the dollar store, and now with dialysis, when we did all the paperwork that I have here, which, oops, they gave us all this, oh my God, you know, all these resources and all this fun stuff we have to read through. And also all the diet. The diet is going to be very key. And I know it's going to be hard for my mom, which I'll to make her feel encouraged, I will also do this with her. I also have high blood pressure, which they say high blood pressure and high cholesterol are the #1 things that she said that, oh yeah, high blood pressure and diabetes, I'm sorry, will be the #1 reason why you have kidney failure. I said, I rebuke you in the name of Jesus, because I have high cholesterol and whatchamacallit, high blood pressure. So that's what I said. It opened up our eyes a lot, especially me, because I work so close with my mom. I'm hand in hand with my parents, where appointments and anything medically and anything else, really, I'm their secretary. That's me. So I wrote down notes as well, and we went through, I mean, so much stuff. Which you're going to see the hustle and bustle with me, and it's my reality right now, and this is why I decided to share it, not to tell my mother's business or anything of that sort or gain any sympathy. Please don't feel sorry for me, because honey, I'm just blessed enough to have my mother still here. That's it, you know. Yes, I'm going to be exhausted. I often hear my aunt said, she'll say, oh mama, you're exhausted. Yes, I am exhausted. But again, I have to now, since I am now a stay-at-home mom again, and I have to go ahead and prioritize everything. Hey, my mom has dialysis this day. This day I can't really do much. Stuff like that, to make sure I don't drown myself either, because I won't be no help to either my niece and also my children and my husband, who is sick right now. Okay? You know, men, when they're sick, they're big babies. Went to the dollar store, even though I know I have binders here, but honey, I swear I'm packed. So I got my mom this cute nudie pink binder, because we're all about the cute nudie pink. And I have sleeves to put the, oh, I had it upside down. This way. I have the sleeves to put her in paperwork. I was going to go ahead and highlight everything tonight. I'll do it tomorrow. It's already 11. By the time I edit, it's going to be up the next day, which will be the 7th. Which, by the way, I'll have my ultrasound appointment for my leg. This is why I couldn't put it off my leg either, because my left leg is swollen. Your heart is on that side. What's really going on? Yes. Am I freaking scared because they think that it's blood clots or whatever? Yeah. I'm scared. Hell yeah. I'm not gonna let that take over me, whatever it is. You know, we're gonna have to deal with it straight up. So it's a lot. But it could be done, and it will be done in the name of Jesus anyways, honey. You know, we don't let the devil win nothing, honey. We gotta keep him in the hole. So what I do with my mom, which I'm gonna set everything up for my brothers as well, which there's days that I can't make it there, they can just go onto my mom's bookshelf. I'll have everything mapped out for my mom, what her care is, what she can have, what she cannot have, what anything as far as medications. I have her medication list, what she's off of, and what she can have. I have to go through, God willing, this weekend, clear out all her old medications, because yeah. And then that's all we gotta do. He was looking for me. Baby daddy was looking for me. Here, I'm coughing.
Yo, that was scary.
So I bought the raw meds for him. He only takes pills and he don't take the liquid. That's what he said. I'm in my daughter's room. They're all about to kick me out. All right, and it's late. They have to get up early, and I have to get up early. 10:30 is my appointment with a 10:15 arrival. So, all right, guys. So what I'm gonna do? Hold on. Let me take this last part and I'm out you guys' way. Basically, what I'm gonna do is help my mom go through all of this, and they also gave her a bag today for her. Ooh, I'm gonna have to really go. For dialysis, where they give her a pillow and it gets really cold in there. So I'm gonna go to Walmart, God willing, tomorrow or Friday. I can't go Friday because that's her next dialysis. So just to make sure she's all good, I have a bag here for her. It's so cute. I'll give that to her, and I'm gonna put these in here. Oh yeah. So and the good thing about it too, that I wrote down some notes, and her kidney doctor, their nurse goes there. See, I'm learning all this. I'm very new to this, so I want to educate myself as much as possible. So they go around and talk to my mom and make sure she's okay and all that stuff. And she can't get her port wet. I don't know why I call it a port. Forgive me, but I named it port. So which is a catheter in here. Yeah. She can't get it wet. So I don't care about giving my mom a bath. I did it in the hospital, honey. I commend you, nurses. I can't do it. I get nervous. That's what it is. I'm afraid of her. So I was bathing my mom, right? Like the third day she was upstairs in the room, or maybe yeah. Anyway, it doesn't matter. The girl said to me, "Oh, you don't have kids?" I do. Why? What you trying to say? Because I was just so scared of her and my mom. I seen the catheter and this and that. So I was like, girl, please, don't. But no, she meant it in a good way, though. But yes, I do have kids, and I was wiping, but my mama booty big, so I got to get up in there. So, but, you know, did my mom get emotional how she felt about the whole thing? Yes. You know, but we got to keep her spirits alive. And at one point, she thought it was it, and it's not it. I said, Mom, don't even, I rebuked it right away. Mommy, don't even talk like that. We need you here, girl. And the baby coming, so we need you here. But no, but this is what I'm doing. I also went and got oh wait, I didn't put these in here, darn it. Hold on, guys. What goes first? Shout out to you if you stood here long enough to hear the whole story out. I appreciate you because it's long. All right, so when they said that, you know, when she's in dialysis, to bring something entertaining. She has her phone, you know, and I have to bring her some, maybe pack her some snacks or whatever the case may be. But she loves Sudoku, so I got my mom Sudoku to go. Oh, what is it called?
Sudoku.
Oh, Sudoku. Sudoku?
Yes.
I said Sudoku. Wow. Sudoku. Right?
Yeah.
Okay. And she can also get it on her phone now that I see it. So I'm going to put that in her folder. And then if she wanted to do this, she got her large Bible word search. So, you know, we have all this in here. I could have read the dollar store because I know our dollar store have a lot of good Bible stuff. This was Family Dollar. I'm lying. But I have a lot of work, you know. I have a lot of work ahead of me. We all do. And I got some pens that I'm going to be, you know, these are mine. These are my pens. This is what I get most excited for. Paperwork. And I got this where I can highlight the very important stuff that I want my family members. Or if we have to go to the doctor, Lord forbid, for anything, we have everything that's bright and in our face. Like, okay, this is what's going on. So, yeah, guys, this is my life now. And my mother's life. And our whole entire life, basically, is going to take all of us as a village. Meaning my mom, I mean, of course my mom, but my dad, my brothers, and I, and my children, my husband, everybody. I want to say they did a tremendous job helping. You know, it was a very trying time. It wasn't looking good at all. And then God said, no, we're gonna have to turn this around. And I'm very grateful for everyone who sent me prayers, DM me, kept in touch with me. You are so appreciated. You don't even know how you guys, I just looking at your comments and all that really overwhelmed me. And I even told my mother, and as you heard her earlier, she said thank you. So you know, it's a lot. Yes, it's a lot, but the devil's not gonna win this battle, and whatever it takes that we have to do as a village, we're gonna come together, huddle it out, you know, assign game plans, and do what we gotta do. You know, and I believe it's already done. Victory has been won. The devil, we're going to keep him in the hole. It's constant prayer, not only when you have moments like this, but all the time. All the time. And look at this. This opened my eyes to say, you thought it couldn't happen to your family, right? You thought it couldn't. No. Look. You know, we take things for granted. You know, the little things that we get annoyed with, oh my God, I'm peeing so much. Now you wishing you go pee a lot. Or the fact that, you know, if you don't go and check up on your loved ones, look, and now you wish, you know. So it's like there's people out there, and from what I've seen, them young and older people going to dialysis, I witnessed it now on my own, and being in that room has tremendously opened me up and being more grateful. And that's why I decided to just reach out to my doctor and said, hey, I will need lab works done, and I would like to switch to Mounjaro. Now I'll get into that into another video. I haven't started Mounjaro. I actually have to do more research before I even insert Mounjaro in me, but this is what's going on. Again, let this be a lesson to everyone, you, me, my kids, everyone, that health is wealth. Taking care of your body, listening to your body, you know. And also when you get medications, you know, and you have a headache, remember, everything has a effect on your kidneys. Be mindful, you know. If you know someone that's abusing something, say, hey, listen, you don't know what you're doing, you know. Show them, be a blessing unto others. Show them, listen, that's not good, you know. And also, if you feel like your doctor is not really treating you, you have that right. You know that, right? You have that right to say, I don't feel like you got my best interest at heart, and you know, my health. As far as my health wise, you have that right to remove yourself. Even if you go home and you say yeah to the doctor, you hear them out, and you go home, you switch immediately. Listen, I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm an advocate of that. I've done that numerous times, and people used to make fun of me. Why do you train so many doctors? Because if I feel like you can even take a minute to hear me out, then no. If I'm telling you I have pain, or if I feel like something's not going right, and you tell me, well, you know, blah, 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 or, you know, this is what I recommend, so I'm the doctor, that's it. No, I'm a patient. I know my body more than you. I know what I'm going through. You know, now I can see if you're trying to educate me and enlighten me in things, of course, which means the same thing in educate, enlighten. But when I feel like I'm just a check to you because, you know, it's money, private insurance, blah, 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 then no. Even when not private insurance, you shouldn't be treated that way. You deserve to know your labs. Be on your lab. Your panels are what tells you what's going on with your body firsthand. Though we may not like going to the doctors, I don't either, but guess what? It's better to know than to say, better safe than sorry, put it that way. We don't like it, but remember, who has the last word? God above. So let this be a testimony unto you guys about my mother, how everything was just peachy keen with my mom, and then right before, look at that, the devil was so sly, he tried to take her out before the holidays. Tried to literally claim my mom's, like literally claiming my mom's life. Literally claiming my mother's life, literally on her deathbed, to be honest. That's what we were getting. And look it, God said, I'm not ready for her to come home. And that right there, you gotta, if you would have saw the state of my mother and how we were asking the nurses, you know, questions, and they were like, you know, it's like it would really put it that way, because I found myself in that bathroom just crying on my knees, literally. God is my witness. And it was like, there's no way. There's no freaking way. And this whole ordeal just shows us how great God is, and how prayers and how we need, like my dad said, a right now miracle was the truth. A right now miracle. And God did his thing with my mother, and he spared her from her heart surgery to this. My mom she has a purpose, honestly. Everyone has a purpose. But I know that this testimony, my mom in that room saying, let this be a lesson for you, and also tell you guys, you know, about this, because You know, we go nonchalant about life, always on the go, and don't really realize how we could be damaging ourselves. Oh, I'll take this for the pain and that's it. Oh, I'll just take. I had to rearrange my storage and my kids are just done with me. Okay, so like I was saying, overall, not to drag it out, is be wise, be smart, take care of your body. This is your temple. You only get one. Hold on, let me drop this down some more. There's only one of you. This is all you get. This is you. This is you. And you know what's funny, and I'll leave you with this, is I always told my kids and I told my husband, I want to go holistic style. Holistic. There's a reason why I got this machine at home, that I just want to go holistic. And I think God probably was preparing me, unbeknownst to me, what was going on, how I always want to do natural things. Why do we need to reach, why do we put our all in pharmaceutical, you know? But listen, again, take care of your tempo, take care of your body. You want to get one of you. Take care of the best version of you. It's never too late to turn things around. And also, give God the glory for you even being here today. Because you know how many times I woke up and I prayed that my mom, it wasn't that day for her to go. That's how real it was. And I thank God that he said, I'm not ready for her to come home. So that's it, guys. All right, so thank you for watching. And I'm going to do my best for Vlogmas. I am gonna post again tomorrow. You may get this vlog very late at night. I'm gonna go and take care of my baby daddy. He don't feel very well, my husband, and I try to keep my spirits up. I need to go to bed though because I do have an appointment at 10:15, and I'll keep you guys, you know what, before I put the other videos up, I'll keep you posted about that tomorrow. How about that? All right, so I'm gonna edit some of this tonight, and if I finish this later on in the day, you probably get 2 of them. I don't know, we're gonna figure it out. All right, guys. All right, stay blessed, stay safe, stay prayerful, and remember to keep the devil in the hole, because who? God got